shit. How do you fit in that denim? Nigga said he was fucking with ice and line shit. Might have to go out and get him. Niggas bitch said she don't got a man. Type shit. Don't even know how to tell him. Tic-tac with a game, but it's tagging so when the feds don't know how to catch it. Big bags, real racks, real niggas. Broke ass niggas trying to talk about business. Real gat, real strap, we in it. I'm on some evil shit, feeling like Dennis. Text her, perfect, talking about 2-man, text her. Taking the church in my room, I bless her. Man, never talking about being outside, but it really won't leave his desktop. Bitch wanna come over tonight, fine shit. How do you fit in that denim? Nigga said he was fucking with ice and line shit. Might have to go out and get him. Niggas bitch said she don't got a man. Type shit, don't even know how to tell him. Tic-tac with a game, but it's tagging so when the feds don't know how to catch it. Bitch wanna come over tonight, fine shit. How do you fit in that denim? Nigga said he was fucking with ice and line shit. Might have to go out and get him. Niggas bitch said she don't got a man. Type shit, don't even know how to tell him. Tic-tac with a game, but it's tagging so when the feds don't know how to catch it.
Why you saying bitch boy, bro? I ain't done nothing wrong. I'm simply here. Bro say bitch boy for anything. They be saying bitch boy for anything, bro. Come on. I ain't even do nothing. What's up, chat? Chat? Bitch ass song. Okay. Hi, Mr. Monk. Hold on. Do you want to play before I... Oh, match already found. Chat. Who's online right now? What's up, chat? MX1 just banned shooting. Yo, MX1 gang, you can't do that shit. Come on. You can't do shooting specifically. I mean, that would literally make me useless. Chat. Last night was a fucking clip farm. Last night was a clip farm. Genuinely clip. Can you join as soon as this match is over? What do you mean some slight, Reaper? Yo, Reaper, you wanna play? Okay, well, I go to work in about 2.5 hours, so don't take too long, little lad boy.
Be ready to eliminate hostiles.
Reloaded! Cover me!
What's up, chatter? Let me move my shit back over. One more drink, I'ma pass out. Got the club full of that, so I just spent 10.
Op 4 has located a bomb. Get ready to
Without a
engage.
doubt.
Changing mags!
Hi, Mr. Monk.
Initiate jammer. Jammer ready.
4 remaining.
Razor bloom donut.
That's so unlucky. Kid was watching it.
Op 4 eliminated. Mission successful.
A new monitor's tough, bro. When did you get that? Yesterday, congrats, bro. That's super tough.
Be ready to eliminate hostiles.
Initiate jammer. Activate jammer.
Changing mags. Long razor shaft. Now we wait.
The big difference between Valorant and Siege, like one of the biggest ones by far, is that when you die in Valorant, your utility all deactivates. But in this game, it stays like
Be
used.
ready for hostile action.
Deploying jammer. Swapping.
No ranks yet.
Op 4 last stop standing. Op 4
But rank?
eliminated. Mission successful.
Oh shoot, I didn't open TikTok chat. Fuck. I should have checked this earlier. Oh good, no one is saying anything.
10 seconds to insertion. Insertion in 5 seconds. Proceed to bomb's location and defuse it.
Keep your tongue straight. Got your back. Device converted. Swapping mags.
Using drone.
Time for nothing.
Down to 1 friendly.
Terrible.
Ace that wall right there, bro. Ace that wall. Just look like the whole team's about to push you, though.
Reaper01291 says it's a bot.
I was playing like a bot there, so I can't say
Op
shit.
4 eliminated all friendlies.
There wasn't much to do there, bro. Bro, I want an impact grenade so bad. One more drink, I'ma pass out. At the club full of without I just spent time without a doubt. I was doing the same shit with other clout. Yo, Reaper, why am I tough as hell?
Friendly drone deployed. Op 4 is reinforcing its location.
You not tough? Or, bro, I'm tough as hell, come on. You are soft as hell, bro. Nah, I'm tough, and you're like grandma's cookies. That's how I imagine.
10 seconds to go.
Yo, Reaper, are you ever playing you just genuinely don't know how to get downstairs?
5 seconds to insertion.
I have to ping the stairs for myself so I know where
Found
to
a
go.
bomb. Make your way to its location and defuse it.
Is that your natural hair color,
Yeah.
Ash? The world would love to know. Shut up, Ace.
Reload!
Cluster charge going up. Detonating cluster charge.
The diffuser is no longer in your possession.
Like, good raid. Good raid. I feel like she might have just like insta shit on me. Bro's on the most ass operator, bro. Nook is good. I'm just bad with her SMG. One clip. Hell yeah. One more drink. Club full of over with the ass up. Club full of with the ass out. I spit 10 without a doubt. I've been saying the same shit before the Hawkeye, swing him.
Sequential breaching activated.
You must recover the diffuser. Down to one friendly. Op 4, last operator standing.
Copper ass drone placement. I think right side when you walk in. I could be wrong.
We have been eliminated.
That wasn't his right. Just like I said, chat. Oh, and hop on. Hi, Luis. One more drink, I'ma pass out. Club full of I want to spend 10. Bro, get something. I haven't said anything, bro. Like, nigga really ate an apple.
Be ready to engage Op 4.
Razor shallow. Jammer ready.
Reinforcing wall.
Bro, fibs can't be real. I just get so nervy. Where's the spawn peaks on this map?
10 seconds left.
Oh, I'm right by one.
Down to 5 seconds. Op 4 has located a bomb. Get ready to engage.
Set you active. Looking for intel.
to there.
Setting a razor shell.
A little momentum. Placing a razor bloom. Reloading ammo.
Reaper01291 says you can't move, bro. I banned it.
One op 4 remaining.
Reloading!
Loading new mag.
Op 4 eliminated. Mission successful.
One more drink. Guys, should I just do reactions right now so I have YouTube content tomorrow? I'll play one more match. Oh wait, I was inviting a Lego. One more drink, I'ma cut pass One more drink, I'ma pass out.
Hello?
Yo, what's up, bro? Did bro hear me and air my shit, or? Yo, I swear, I hate that Fortnite's the only game that makes the Battle Pass pay for itself. It makes the Battle Pass so worth it. Because what they do is they make it so it's like their focus is just on you coming back instead of it being like money grab. Get the club full of. I just spent 10. Let's see what we're gonna watch for reactions. We'll watch this. Jenny was watching fucking 4 hours in. She was watching 6 hours in. Holy shit. Holy shit, bro.
Wait, Freeze, don't you like DMRs?
I do fuck with a good DMR.
Dokkaebi has a DMR.
I'm using Nox right now. Thank you though, bro. W minutes. One more drink, I'ma pass out. Hi, Mr. Monk. Without a doubt. full stream. Oh hell no! I seen a video to react to. Come on. Let's go to my normal drama boys and see what they're saying. What's my watch later have? Okay, boom, boom, boom. I watch all 3 of these. Boom, boom. Okay. That's all I need. Show a
10
band
seconds
right
before
now. I'm good, bro. Thank you. I'm gonna stop being.
5 seconds
see
to
if
go.
that changes anything.
You found a bomb. Make your way to its location and
Oh,
defuse it.
drink. I'm gonna pass out.
Drone's ready.
You must recover the diffuser.
Activating shock drone! Hostiles in sight. Second activating shock drone.
The diffuser has been secured. You have dropped the diffuser. One op 4 remaining.
You know what the last guy?
Looking for him right now. I'm dead. He's on
One
stairs.
friendly
Red
operator
stairs.
remaining. Op 4
I'm not sure, I
eliminated all
sold.
friendlies.
Nigga, no, for real, bro. Oh, for the God. I'm just spending 10 out of doubt. Hollow is so good, bro. I was saying the same shit before the cloud. Uncle. How's my YouTube been doing? I haven't been noticing. I just spent 10 without a doubt. Okay, so no progress recently. This video didn't do too terrible. It's first of my original content, no reaction.
Insertion in 10 seconds. 5 seconds. You found a bomb.
It's a
Make your
great
way to
ass
its location
cam.
and defuse it.
I hate Legion too. Wow. That is so unfortunate, bro. All three there, I downed 2 and then get no kills. Just no kills. I downed 2. Barre.
Spill it!
Barre.
Last operator standing.
Barre.
The diffuser
What is
no
Doc
longer in
doing?
your possession. We have been eliminated.
I'm crying. One more drink, I'ma pass out. Cup full of any plats in here. Yo, Reaper, do you actually think this is a good thumbnail or no? Okay, I don't think it's terrible. It could be better. You can lock in. Yeah, I was locked in that round. Wait, did you see that, Reaper? What was I supposed to fucking do there, bro? I knocked 2. I guess I knocked them instead of killing them. That should be a knock stat. One more drink, I'ma pass. Someone said if you step foot in North Loop, Nebraska, we will turn you into a campfire story. Is that a threat?
Be ready to engage Op 4.
Yeah, we're about to win these next 3 rounds. Watch.
10 seconds left.
Jammer ready.
5 seconds.
Upgraded.
The only person I can rely on is the Big Freeze. Watch this.
Bomb located.
Big Freeze is the only one who's reliable. Here. Great. Great.
Op 4, last operator standing. Last operator standing.
What am I doing?
Op 4 has deployed a diffuser. You need to destroy it.
He's outside that right window.
Right there?
Yeah, I would assume so.
You have been spotted.
Let's try.
All friendlies were eliminated. Mission failure.
Well, we lost.
Reaper01291 says you cracks.
No, I'm not cracking Cav. What is Blood talking about? I've never talked about cracking a fucking cartoon character. Are we dead ass? Okay, hold up. Ready? 3, 2. Oh, I had to stop my TikTok stream. That was almost bad. Okay. I stopped the TikTok stream. We want some water and then I'll start. Bro, the funniest shit, bro. The other week, bro, JC was streaming, Dead said he had to go. He left, came back 10 minutes, 10, 15 minutes later, said he had the goon break and he wasn't lying. Shit fries me. Oh, you ready? Hold on, I need to click into the video. We'll watch this one and then that one, because that's 15 minutes. I don't take goon breaks. No, never done that. Never have I ever done that.
What's poppin', y'all? Formerly known as the FaZe Boys.
Okay, I'm starting the recording. Don't say anything weird or put any weird gifts on the screen. What's up, YouTube? It's Lil Freeze, and today we are back with another video. This video is about the new group called Core, which is from previous members you guys have probably seen in FaZe. To give examples, Jason the Ween, I believe Adapt is in there, Lacey, Marlon. You guys know the group. You know the group. Anyway, so we're going to talk about that right now. We're going to react to a video from Hello Yasin Extras, I guess, titled The FaZe Boys Proved Me Wrong. Let's get straight into it. If you guys enjoy the content, please hit the subscribe button, like the video. It actually helps my algorithm. Both of those things are free. Also, if you would like to watch these live, you can follow on Twitch, which is in the description, along with the Discord, so you can be a part of the events. We do a lot of gaming as well as reaction content, and then some things with our chat, like handling the Bible, confessions, random stuff like that. So please enjoy the video. Let's get straight into it.
What's poppin', y'all? Formerly known as the FaZe Boys, they decided to stomp on their clear op, FaZe Banks, when they announced their new home and group. I loved every bit of this because the announcement was create, own, run everything. It was launched on a tweet, and in the photo, you can see the group. You can see Jason the Ween, who was a part of FaZe. You can see Adapt, who was also a part of old and new FaZe. You can see Ronaldo, Stable Ronaldo. He was a part of FaZe. Lacey, he was a part of FaZe. And Silky, who was also a part of FaZe. And then Marlon, who was just affiliated, but now he's a part of this official group. And you don't see two members. You don't see Your Rage. I don't see Kason either. But I'm guessing he just would rather do his own thing. I like this group that they decided to put together. And I like it even more because when FaZe Banks did his announcement trailer, which we covered in a separate video. He used it to make it seem like, okay, we're going to use FaZe and we're going to bring it back. Like he was going to bring back a new group or something. Well, what he ended up doing was just starting his own live stream talk show sponsored by Polymarket, like a gambling market. So what these guys did is they used his trailer and dropped what the people really wanted, which is their group, on the same day. So they stepped on his release, kind of like when
I was watching this live, and when he like said, "Oh my gosh, they just dropped a Core Boys," like the core group, it was kind of savage. You had streamers who had the guy that in quotes fucked them over, as they say. But we're gonna get into a Banks video next video, so please watch that as well. Subscribe so you don't miss it. But anyway, they basically said, "Oh, this guy fucked us over. Let's just make our own group and then drop it the same exact day," which is pretty savage. So I'm enjoying this.
He would just be dropping the same time as Nas to make sure that he gets the #1 and he doesn't. Now, the Core Boys is a lame name. Or it's just, now granted, I'm going to be referring to them as the FaZe Boys until further notice, until I just eventually change my mind.
I like the idea of Core, you know, create, own, run everything. Like that's cool. But yeah, no, it's lame as hell.
Yeah, I think I'm eventually going to switch and call them Core Boys, but like Core, like what the hell? And the whole like create, own, run everything, that is a garbage acronym. Like what do you, like you can come up with something better than that?
I agree, they'll
throw
rebrand.
it into the AI and it'll give you a better example of this. And
they'll rebrand. They
would take shots at FaZe Banks in the video where they were doing the initial house tour.
Like and subscribe to this channel. It's a brand new channel. The old one that we had last year. We lost the password, so we're starting
we can't get that one back.
From scratch.
They lost the password.
Videos on the channel every week, and we will be live tomorrow. All right, listen, y'all. We had a little bit of technical issues. We could not get internet, so now our first stream together is May 2nd. Little adjustment. We will be live on the 2nd of May. Tap in.
So yeah, the whole lost password thing, it's because it was the original FaZe account and it was the FaZe team. So they're not giving them the assets to that because they're not going to be called FaZe anymore. And they go show the garage as well.
This is a 19-car garage. With a brand new Audi! Yeah! This is your car?
I don't know what happened.
That's nice. Bro, did you get shot?
19-car garage? Holy shit. Reaper, you said what happened? Basically, the old FaZe clan, during FaZe Banks coming back and apologizing, he explained that he's probably going to do a new group and then starting his own stream. They dropped that they made their own group again, called the Core Boys. Create, own, run everything. Pretty lame name, but dude, they have this house 19-car garage.
Son.
Some niggas got it.
Reaper01291 says corny boys.
I mean, they're tough, but I mean, the name's lame.
He's like, whose idea was it to work out right now? Ron.
And I took a look into this house. This house is in Calabasas. No, I'm not going to show you where it's at, but I had to do a little bit of pocket watching. How could I not? They say that the estimated market value of this house is $13.4 million.
Holy shit.
Which is a lot of money. So did somebody buy the house? Did an investor buy it? Did they get rent for it? Well, they were listing this house for quite a while. So somebody had been renting. To
be honest, those boys make enough to genuinely split the costs. I don't know what the down payment would be like. It'd be a couple million at least. Probably around 10 to 20% if there was a down payment and then a loan. But yeah, no, they spent a lot of money.
It for 6 years. Because they removed the listing on October 2nd of 2020. So from October of 2020 to the beginning of 2026, it was out of market. And then they listed it for rent in February 3rd. So they had been looking at a lot of homes, and they talked about this. That's why some of them were paying rent, living in different places. And this got listed for rent on February. So these guys have been looking for homes for all of 2026. And it was listed for $68,000, which is like, whoa, all right, $68K for rent. And then they dropped the price.
$68,000 a month. Can you guys imagine paying $68,000 a month? That's more than some people make in an entire year. In certain countries where the minimum wage is like not countries, states where the minimum wage is like $8.30, $9. More than Freeze ever made in his life, by the way. That is not true. That's actually just not true. Okay, whatever, bro. That's fucking crazy.
Of rent to $52,000, and that's what these guys scooped up. So 420 is when the listing was removed. February 20th. April 20th is when they locked this place in. And $52,000, when you look at the members that they got, 52 divided by 6, they're only paying 8.6 grand each to live in there. And that's not a bad deal considering that they wanted, I think, 15 G's for them for the other house. Now, the area that this is in is out the way. This is in Calabasas. So it's not in the hills. It's out of the way. Like people like Jaden Smith live in Calabasas. Vlad lives in Calabasas. Who else am I thinking of off the top of my head?
Where is Calabasas? Am I stupid? Hold up. What state is Calabasas? Oh, it's still California. Okay.
Just Hidden Hills. That's where all the celebrities live. And you're probably thinking like, okay, well, that's pretty cool, right? Well, kind of. Most people are living in LA.
Right.
This is not in LA. This is outside of LA. So if they're having parties or events or things like that, people will have to drive all the way out there. Now, granted, people like Calabasas, so they will.
You're also considering that these are the FaZe boys. Like, if the FaZe clan asks a girl or a guy, yo, can you pull up? They're going to pull up. It's just common sense. You're dealing with FaZe. Hi, Mr. Monk. You're dealing with FaZe. It's not like it's going to be like, oh, too far of a drive. I don't have the gas money. Like, you deal with a bunch of rich people, so.
Will come out there. But this is a gigantic house. It's a steal for the price. Congratulations to them for getting that. Whoever locked that in. And I will have to eat a slice of humble pie. I will have to take the L on this one because if you guys remember, when they first broke up and they were talking about rent for the house, I was saying, dude, there's no way that these guys are going to come together and organize and go through all of the effort of finding a house and then all living together.
That's
and
crazy.
They ended up doing just that. So I'm glad to be wrong. And even back then I said, I was like, yo, I would hope to be proven wrong because these guys operate so well together. And, you know, a rising tide raises all ships, something like that.
I mean,
these guys are all huge waves. They're not even tides. So they're all huge waves. You bring them all together, they're just going to dominate. And I like that. But somebody who is a little bit salty and doesn't seem like he likes it very much is none other than Banks, who had his release stepped on, and he didn't know that this was happening.
This is crazy. So the boys just launched a group, and they have 34,000 followers, and they launched it with this. They're rebranding themselves as the Core Boys, and they just moved into a new house. This is happening live in real time. This is breaking news, everybody. And it stands for Create, Own, Run Everything, which is cute, and it's in line with like the FaZe shit, whatever. It's ironic though because this picture, and like, you guys got to keep it a bean. This picture is a recreated FaZe picture. Maybe somebody responded with it. No. This is the picture that we had as like our YouTube Avi for a while, and I constructed this picture on set. Like I told them all like crowd in and can make this picture, and we took a picture, whatever. And like I directed this picture to be like how we brand on socials because I.
Bro wants credit for everything. Like, bro, wrap it up. This is the actual recording quality. However he recorded this stream, this is the quality of it.
Didn't think a FaZe logo made sense. I wanted to brand it with these guys. It's just funny because this was my direction, my vision, and it's like, and honestly, listen,
so these were your guys, happy. Like that's guys that.
Yeah. Besides Marlon, okay. But he was kind of like affiliated. There's a couple missing too. Max isn't in here, and Rage. It doesn't seem like they're a part of this.
Very interesting.
These guys look happy, man. To be honest with you, like Alex is the best. It looks like he's been working his balls off. He looks exhausted.
He looks stressed.
Jason looks super happy. Lacey looks trim. Silky looks like Silky. Marlon's handsome, and Ron's honestly a generational talent. And you know, it was a
Ron. Ron, I would say, besides Lacey, has to be Yeah, one of the most generational. Even if you want to like put in the big names, like Ron, everyone knows who Ron is. Genuinely. Stable Ronaldo. Whether you played fucking COD, Fortnite, or you just watch streamers or scroll TikTok, you know who Ron is. If you don't, you might just be uncultured because at this point he's just a national celebrity. Just like a lot of the other big streamers.
Again, I'm seeing this in real time, and I wish them nothing but the best. Genuinely.
it.
What a good fucking day all around.
So, you know, he's trying to do the whole thing where it's like, yeah, you know, I'm so happy for these guys, but, you know, I did this photo. What? He's like, yeah, you know, I set
for
this
real.
photo up. They just took my spot, which we do got to give him credit for being like, I guess, the creative director of this. But these guys, they're proving that they could do what you did without you. And this goes to show, like, what the hell is the point of having FaZe at all then?
I mean,
but
for
I
real.
don't think the initial
That pink
meeting
Porsche
and
must be studied, bro.
grouping of these characters would have happened without FaZe Bank's vision. That's where I got to give him credit. But I like the fact that he stepped on his release because none of us give a damn about the show that he's got going on, and we don't want to watch it. We want to watch these guys. And by we, I mean kids that are teenagers. I'm really not watching these guys live stream, to be honest. I'll catch the replay or something that I find interesting. Or maybe Adapt, actually. And this does seem like the right neighborhood for Adapt because he could just ride through his dirt bike all over. Unfortunately,
I want to watch
they would
more
get banned
Adapt.
on day one. Their YouTube channel would get terminated. Yes. They posted their first vlog, the first house tour, and you know that one's doing crazy numbers. They got 100,000 subscribers very quickly, which is insanely high numbers. And yeah, it says this video is no longer available because the YouTube account has been terminated.
That's crazy.
This is a little bit concerning. Some
Was
people
it
are saying,
legal?
oh, they were view botting. I don't think so.
What they even do? I don't know.
The hype was there for this to drop. Maybe somebody, the only thing that I could potentially think of is whoever created the YouTube account was somebody that was already banned, but that's unlikely. And I don't think that YouTube would just ban them like this. They do have an AI system that, you know, catches certain things and flags it or bans it. But one of them would have replied to it publicly by now, which we haven't seen that.
Let me see this for myself, chat. I think it was probably more on the legal side. I bet legally FaZe tried to sue them in some way, shape, form, or fashion and had to deal with that. Hold up. Yeah, core. Oh, here it is. Okay, the video is back and they're at 235,000 subscribers as of 2 days ago. As of today, from 2 days ago. Is this the thumbnails I need to start doing? Fake ass Lamborghinis? I know they're real, but I'm just saying. I mean, this is a tough build here, you know? You got, you know, minis and, Valorant and SLG and New York and, you know, the Streamer Awards. Is this an op from CS? I don't really know what that is. This is tough, though. I fuck with it. I think this is Adapt, Lacey, Marlon, Jason, Ron, Silky. I think that's it. I mean, it's tough, bro.
Yet. Who knows? We're going to get some developments on that. I really hope that they can get unbanned because these guys are creating really good content. The fact that they're saying that they're going to be able to drop weekly, which means that I don't know how they're handling the finances, but they're going to be paying for video editors. How does that get broken up? I'm more so interested in who organized this, who's the head of this business-wise, who's making the decisions, who's
to be honest,
on the editors.
If I had to guess who is running all of this, it'd be either Ron or Adapt. Ron and Adapt would be acting hella dumb, but he's genuinely a smart guy.
Because they can't, they
I'm
each have their
convinced.
own brand. So it's not like Ronaldo is like, yeah, you know, I've got my editor that's putting up stuff constantly, but he's also going to be doing the FaZe videos. That's just too much workload because already Ronaldo's producing so much content. So I'm interested to see what the back end looks like. Super pause on that. And I hope these guys can get unbanned and do their thing. They announced that their first ever stream together was going to be May 2nd because they were having internet issues, which no surprise there. But let me know what y'all think in the comments. Like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell if you enjoyed. And I'm going to see y'all on the next one.
That was a great video. I mean, I'm excited to see what they do too. We might react to some more of their content in the future. But yes, let's go ahead and get to the next video. If you guys are not subscribed, please hit the subscribe button. Thank you for watching it. If you enjoyed it, please hit the like and comment if you hated it. We're gonna get into the video about Banks next chat. So let's go ahead and get into that. Diamond in the rough, you looking good as Oprah's bank account. I just wanna take you out, fuck you in your mama.
For the first time in months, FaZe
Fuck you in your mama house. Overseas, I fly you out. Reaper, you wanna play Jailbreak? FaZe does not exist now. I mean, the LLC does. I'm gonna react to 1 or 2 more videos, and then we can run it.
For the first time in months, FaZe Banks has made an official response to the situation regarding the end of FaZe by going live on Twitch and calling out anyone.
Okay. Next video. What's up, YouTube? It's Lil Freeze, and today we're reacting to a new video. If you guys have not seen my previous video, it was talking about the core group. We're about to dive into that a little bit more, talking about Banks' side and about his life and what he's doing with his future career. It's going to be very interesting. But first, if you guys are not subscribed, please hit the subscribe button. It means a whole lot to me. And hit the like as well. It helps my algorithm. Both of these things are completely free, so I suggest you do it. I ask you to do it. It means a whole lot to me. Comment if you enjoyed the video, and let's get straight into it.
For the first time in months, FaZe Banks has made an official
oh yeah, also subscribe to Janky. His video will be in the description.
Response to the situation regarding the end of FaZe by going live on Twitch and calling out anyone who disrespected him and the team in the past. Many of these people were surprisingly previous members of the team, and they would go on to announce their new group called Core on the very same day.
I talked about more of this in the other videos, so make sure you go watch that as well.
Throwing shade at FaZe and essentially leaving it in the dust. And it's clear that Banks was pretty frustrated on the way that they decided to handle this situation, as they seemingly waited for the exact time for Banks to respond to this situation to make the announcement on their brand new team. Now this would all start after Banks would post a trailer announcing a stream where he was planning on addressing everything, which would all happen on the very next day, averaging tens of thousands of viewers.
The truth about FaZe, the tweet. The truth about FaZe, and people ran with it. New FaZe members, this, that. What's he gonna say? The FaZe files. Like, yeah, I'm gonna just say it right here, right now. There's gonna be none of that. We're not sharing conversations. We have absolutely. There's no bad blood. This next 15-20 minutes for me is really gonna be a turning of the page. I just wanted to talk to you guys from the chest, from my heart. I don't have any notes. This isn't scripted. I'm speaking from the chest, and I felt like that was very, very important for me to do, because I just want you guys to see me and hear me. And yeah, the truth about FaZe, the truth is, I think that everybody lost.
Before we continue this video, I just want to let you know that I watched this entire kind of like video of him like talking about this, and I'll say this. Banks did something that revolutionized streaming eternally. Banks was the first person to like take an org that was strictly like mostly gaming content and say, let me bring these 5 streamers who do just chattings and IRLs and then some gaming and make them a group, have them in a house, all different things. Like, I'm not sure there's been a group before this one, but FaZe is definitely the most revolutionary one. So I'll give him credit for that. But here's what I'll also say, like, he kind of did fuck them over several times the minute that he signed too many deals. He ended up signing away the entire company, basically. And then, yeah, everything went dark.
I think that I lost. I think that the boys lost. I think that FaZe, of course, lost. And I think
I'm not sure the boys
loser
lost.
in all of this is you guys, to be honest. The audience, the viewer.
Now, I completely understand why he's saying this here. It's just some PR bullshit to try and, you know, be empathetic with the viewers and whatnot. But him going on about saying that there's no bad blood between him and the members is honestly just pretty hard to believe. I mean, even if we go back to a few months ago when Banks made his initial response to this situation, he was talking all of this shit about the FaZe members, saying about how they're all extremely ungrateful, how they all used to disrespect each other behind each other's backs, how they didn't want to live in the same house as each other or anything like that. But now he's essentially taking back his word on all of that and saying that there's absolutely no bad blood between him and any of the other members at all, which obviously us looking at it from an outside perspective makes it seem like there's only one or two possibilities for this situation. Either he's lying right now and there is bad blood, or he was lying in the past. Regardless, this entire situation just didn't look good for Banks at all. And in this response, he would decide to try and clear his name of everything.
We built something incredible that so many people enjoyed, and that's why, you know, I'm clearly super emotional about this. So are they, so are you guys. And again, I appreciate that. I don't think any one party is better off without the other. I still to this day wish that we could have figured it out. Genuinely, I think that we were all
I'm
much
pretty
better
sure
off
the
together.
FaZe boys are doing better without you. Because now there's no splits. Like Black Boy Max, Lacey, all those guys, they're doing fine. Completely fine. FaZe on their fucking org tag was not changing their individual careers necessarily, especially being that FaZe is already in the red for so long that it probably, what's up, Rhino? That they probably didn't affect anything.
I think that we operated as a fucking all-star team, and it's just a shame that we couldn't get aligned. And that's honestly like where things went wrong. We just couldn't get aligned. There were two halves to this brand and this company. One was very much in front of the camera. That's the part that you know. And then we have a whole other side in the back. That's
Rhino, this is FaZe Banks talking about FaZe.
where over the last few months, like I have to just fully take accountability and just accept the fact that that's where I went wrong in this. That's where I fucked up.
One thing about FaZe and any other content group just like this is that turning it into an entire business where, you know, you have people like these streamers who are creating all the content and everything like that, and then you also have people behind the scenes who are doing all the business stuff and trying to make a profit,
which is hard to do.
It just doesn't really work out at all, because most of the time the people behind the scenes don't know anything about the content they're producing. They're just simply trying to find as many ways to profit off of these streamers as they can. So therefore, whenever you're spending $100,000 a month on rent, you're funding all of these different content things that they want to do, which can cost literally hundreds of thousands, if not millions of dollars. And then the
100%.
streamers go on to take 100% of all the revenue they make from that content. It's extremely hard to find a way to turn that into an actual profitable business. So I will say it's good the Banks decided
you honestly can't. I forgot this. There weren't really splits. So that means that they were just gaining all of the money that they got, and FaZe was trying to make money off of having an org name. Like, that doesn't work. You just genuinely can't do that. Also, Reaper, can you please switch the title to reactions with just chatting as the description? Thank you.
To apologize for all of this stuff, but it is still a bit weird how Banks was shitting on all of these people months ago, and now he's finally deciding to try and save his PR by being the good guy.
My entire career, I've ignored contracts and deals. I've signed bad deals. I've been f***ed over. I haven't paid attention to this boring stuff because that's not me. That's not for me. But I assume this role as CEO. I sold the boys a dream on fucking FaZe being the biggest thing ever. And we succeeded. We succeeded on the vision. Everybody's much better off because of it. But then you guys gotta understand my POV and like my partner's POV, because I sold business people on this as well. We needed to fund it. This whole thing cost millions and millions of dollars. And I told them, I have this vision, I have this plan, and it will work. I think one of FaZe's biggest problems, to tell you the truth, and I've thought obviously a lot about all this, I think that FaZe experienced success way too quickly and way too rapidly. Like these kids overnight and FaZe overnight were the biggest streamers on planet Earth. What did that create? What kind of environment did that create? They just wanted to create content. They just wanted to stream. I remember these conversations so vividly, and we had them so often where that's where the misalignment was. It was like, hey guys, can we sit down? Can we talk about business? I'm a guy who like, I wish that I focused more on like building content IP or dropping a product with fucking Rice Gum and Alyssa and Summer. I'd be way better off. Like we missed the mark on that because all we cared about was the day-to-day YouTube vlogs, and we were content brand and we were young. And I tried to extend that experience to these guys and have these conversations about building business, but they're kids and they want to fucking stream. And that's not a problem. That's not an issue. That's what you guys want. That's what they want, but it's not necessarily what the company needed or what we wanted, right? So that's where shit starts to get messy. And then again, from our POV, and I'm somewhere in the middle. Like I'm happy. I consider this last era of FaZe one of the best moments in spans of my entire life.
Fair
and
enough.
I will always appreciate these kids.
Once again, FaZe was the biggest.
Always appreciate you guys for that stretch of time in that moment. It was a very
Like, I'm trying to think about other houses. Like, bro, Clover Boys is a fucking fail. Clover Boys is terrible. They're nothing like FaZe, and they never will be. I don't think there'll ever be a group that was as big as FaZe when it comes to reach, audience, and just content creation just being quality. I don't even think the Core Boys are going to make that. Like, they just won't be able to do it to the level that FaZe did it. Promotion, dollars to just spend. Like, these boys are now paying out of pocket, assuming they have no investors. And if they do have investors, it's going to be better for them. But, I mean, they're still going to have to deal with, yeah, it's more money. It's on us now.
very important moment in my life. I promised these partners a successful business as well. So you see on your timeline about how great FaZe is, and you see all these clips go viral, and you see these guys making a ton of money and doing very well, and that's great. But then you look at, you know, the FaZe accounts, and they're bleeding, they're hemorrhaging, like we're dying. And it's like, well, we need to figure out the business. We need to figure out the business. And a month goes by, and then 6 months goes by, and then a year goes by, and before you know it, you're fucking millions of dollars in the hole. But everyone's telling you how great it all is, but it's not sustainable and it can't work. And that's
it's simply because that whatever dream he sold them just didn't financially back the company as well. There had to be splits, and if he's talking about how he's talking about it, it seems like there were no splits, which just fucks it over.
100% my fault. Period. That was my job to figure that out, and I cared more about Twitter and more about the content and more about the brand stuff, and we crushed that part, but it was all for nothing. And again, the irony is that it put FaZe, when it was all said and done, in a much worse spot, which is crazy.
I remember whenever this entire FaZe revival was going on, and Banks was constantly talking about how this is the greatest state FaZe has ever been, that no one believed in it as much as him, and that all of these streamers are essentially gonna take the torch that was passed down to them and make FaZe something even bigger than it once was.
100%.
So knowing that, it is pretty interesting to see how much FaZe has changed, and how this team that was quite literally on top of the world literally lost every single one of its members within a single day, and it was obviously all just due to the business side, the side that Banks himself pretty much ran exclusively. Yes, there were a ton of people also behind him in this situation, but they really weren't making any of the major calls. They were just throwing him money, with him telling him that this was somehow magically gonna make a profit.
So yeah, that goes without saying. Listen, I wish
I will also say this. I watched a video a couple months ago when they first left, a little bit more in depth on Banks' side, and yeah, by the end of like FaZe being in its glory days, he basically owned none of the company. He called none of the shots. He ran nothing. Like, he basically sold FaZe's soul to the fucking corporate world.
these guys nothing but the best, genuinely. All of them, every last one of them. I know got weird toward the end and emotional, and yeah, that's another huge thing that I just want to like speak on. Is it's hard for me to apologize for being passionate and emotional, because I feel like that's like part of the magic and that's part of the success. Like, I don't think that any of this could have happened without that piece. You know what I mean? So
fair enough. It's
like, I see tweets like, you ruined FaZe, and I'll take that. Sure, we can call it that, and I can take that. But I feel like if that's true, then it must be true that I'm the reason why FaZe has continued, and why we all came together in the last 2 years as well. So it's like just one of those things where I just wish people could be.
Does he have a bald spot or something? Has anybody ever seen FaZe Banks without a hat on?
Happy that it happened rather than being sad that it's over, if that makes sense.
And this is also obviously a good point to bring up. Yes, Banks is a big part of the reason why FaZe ultimately failed once again. However, he was also the reason for its revival in the first place. As far as the
100%.
public knows, he, along with the other owners, were the ones who recruited people like Lacey, Jason, Blackboy Max, Silky, and every new member in that entire streaming crew. So even though, yes, it is valid to shit on him for essentially ruining FaZe once again, you also have to give him credit where credit's due. If it weren't for Banks, Banks, FaZe would have never been revived in the first place. All of the subathons, all of the houses and everything like that literally attracted millions upon millions of people would have never happened if it weren't for Banks' influence. So while I personally don't agree with a lot of things Banks does, and I may not even like him as a person necessarily, I can also recognize that if it weren't for him, literally none of this would have actually happened.
I know I was really bummed out the way
I mean, yeah, it sucks. I'll stop pausing in a second. It sucks what happened, but yeah, FaZe Banks made the greatest org of history.
everything ended, and I fucking made some whack ass tweet about this shit's over, I'm done, poor me, boo hoo, and I really regret that. But another thing I regret is obviously the misalignment, the emotional shit, but I wish that I was just more myself with you guys. I played this role, I played this character, and I know you guys remember when we first started doing this, when the sentiment was positive, I would enter a fucking frame of a chat and watch the chat spam W Aura. And I didn't give a fuck then the same way I don't give a fuck now when they spam L Banks, because you know me the same. I don't know. I hope people consider and see that obviously when you guys are spamming W Aura and fucking phases at its peak subathon, I could have fucking started a live stream. You know, I could have became a streamer then and probably, you know, ran with a successful streaming career. I didn't do that. You know what I mean? And I'm doing it now at a rock bottom. And I like that. As far as FaZe is concerned, like I have ideas.
What is bro talking about?
I have a vision. I have a plan. The sad and boring truth is I did step down as CEO when all that happened, months before Christmas and months before this ended. I'm confident in the future. I'm confident in myself. And I just want to be the first one to say it. And I would just want to go on record that I'm going to do it again and again and again, as many times as I need to. And I fully believe.
Chat, FaZe Freeze 2027. What do y'all want? Come on. FaZe Freeze coming back to run this shit live.
Believe in it, and it's gonna work, and it's gonna be successful, even in the face of a million people telling me that it's not and that it's over.
Now, Banks saying this really started to make a lot of people question, wow, is he actually going to try and revive FaZe once again? And if we're being honest, I think we all already know the answer to that question. He most likely will in some way, shape, or form. However, the way he presented it in this live stream made it seem like it was a completely, well, different way of bringing a lot of young people up. Instead of being a live stream of him announcing a new FaZe roster, as most people thought that this was going to be, Banks would instead announce a weekly show that he's now going to be doing on Twitch called Market Bubble. He debuted Market Bubble Episode 1, co-hosted by Ansem, and shared trades like buying Solana at $1.50 and selling it near $260. Then showed Mixes Markets, AI, pop culture, and esports bets backed by Polymarket and others. Fans cheered the fresh pivot in Discord community, while skeptics called it a scam amid low chat engagement. I feel like with this show that Banks ultimately decided to launch, more people saw it as a way for him to use his influence to try and use it as a way to make more money off things like crypto and stocks, by telling his audience to invest in certain things, which will ultimately mainly benefit him over anyone. Else. And keep in mind, this is all alleged and simply things that I just saw a lot of people talking about on Twitter. However, at the exact same time that Banks was announcing this show, the ex-FaZe members would announce their brand new group called Core, posting a video on their YouTube channel of their brand new $20 million house tour. And this would obviously spark Banks into making an entire response to this situation, literally in the middle of the announcement stream for Market Bubble.
This is crazy. So the boys just launched a group, and they have.
Boy, don't even start with me.
$34,000 followers, and they launched it with this. They're rebranding themselves as the Core Boys, and they just moved into a new house. This is happening tough. Live in real time. This is breaking news, everybody. And it stands for Create, Own, Run Everything, which is cute, and it's in line with like the fucking the phase shit, whatever. It's ironic though because this picture, and like, you guys got to keep it a bean. This picture,
we were talking about this
is
earlier.
a recreated phase picture. Maybe somebody responded with it.
Hold up, chat. Give me a second. Joe Bart just sparked stream and there's only 800 people. Okay, it's 1.3 thousand, just like that. Okay. I was about to be OG and then fuck me.
No. This is the picture that we had as like our YouTube Avi for a while. And I constructed this picture on set. Like I told them all like crowd in and fucking make this picture. And
Bro wants credit for anything.
Like I directed this picture to be like how we brand on socials because I didn't think a phase logo made sense. I wanted to brand it with these guys. It's just funny because this was my direction, my vision. And it's like, and honestly, listen,
So
I'm
your vision is over now, buddy.
Yeah. Besides Marlon.
Okay.
But he was kind of like affiliated. There's a couple missing too. Max isn't in here. And Rage. It doesn't seem like they're a part of this. But these guys look happy, man. To be honest with you, like Alex is the fucking best.
Ronaldo's aura farming, bro.
Looks like he's been working his fucking balls off.
Negative Ken will tilt, but he's tough.
He looks exhausted.
He looks stressed.
Jason looks super happy. Fucking Lacey looks trim. Silky looks like Silky. Marlon's handsome. And Ron's honestly a generational talent. And, you know, it was a fucking good run. And again, I'm seeing this in real time. And I wish them nothing but the best. Genuinely. What a good fucking day all around.
I feel like it's pretty strange that
So
all
weird,
of this
bro.
stuff is happening conveniently at the exact same time. Like, sure, it genuinely could all have just been a major coincidence, but I feel like it also could have almost been more likely that they all just coordinated their stuff conveniently at the exact
did.
same time by having
Niggas just glaze anything.
Banks launch this brand new show at the exact same time that FaZe is moving into their new house and also launching this new team. To me, that seems way more logical. However, it could all just be a coincidence. No one except for them really know what's going on here. And also, people might use the excuse of, oh, but all the ex-FaZe members are not on good terms with Banks. But do we really know that for sure? Keep that in the back of your minds. Anyways though, Spotify shoutout of the day goes to Scar2.
Bro just switched.
Keep that in the back of your minds. Anyways, though,
Day of recording as the day of editing ass video, bro. Okay, good video, bro. W janking the chat. I think we'll see what Banks does. Might be a scam. I don't really care if it is. I'm not buying into that bullshit. But I mean, hey, it's each his own. That's all I have to say. So if you enjoyed the video, please hit the sub, like the video, go watch his channel, sub to him. You probably know him if you're watching this. Yeah. I'm out, bro. I'm so not feeling streaming, I might just hop off and take a nap. Like, that's how much I'm not feeling streaming right now. Like, streaming is just not happening right now. I'm tired. Genuinely, no. Let's look at this clip. Why can't I hear? Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh, I hadn't turned on desktop audio yet. Dude, this dude came out of fucking nowhere. Oh my god! Oh my god! I was high as fuck, too. That was scary. I remember being so scared. I have a whole lot of clips to edit. I need to start posting on X. I don't know my X password though. Let me see if I can find my X password. I have 4 followers on Twitter. Chat, am I tough? No, you're not tough. Yeah, I'm ending the stream. I'm tired. See you guys.